All right, all right. Hey, welcome. Happy Wednesday and all that. Yeah. Hey, Punkwaddle.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Sorry, I was away last week because um
very blurry.
that's okay. That's okay. Everything's a little blurry to me. Must be the eye patch. But we got
Right.
Joseph Frost Ghost.
What's up? What's up? What's
I'm
happening?
Marcus Felix. Mr. David Glenn, the
Hey.
Omnibod.
Yeah,
And let's see.
Grimond, Grimond.
We got the hoot owl.
Hoot are you?
Is
Sorry
that how
if
you
you're
say it?
offended.
Hoot owl.
Hoot owl.
Yeah, yeah. And
If you don't want me to do that again, tell me in the chat and I won't.
I will say hoot owl as much as I want. Um, and we got the Jedi Master. Mm-hmm. Yep, Lost in Space and all that other cool
Mm-hmm.
stuff.
Yep.
Yep, yep. He was on the show. Was it last night? Yeah. We are live with sound. Yay!
Yeah.
I had a little trouble with it earlier, but that's okay. I was messing with it. That's right.
Yeah. It's okay. It's all about gains, right?
Yeah, it's all about the gains.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had it turned up too much, and then I had it turned
Yeah.
down too much, and
It's
you know
like
how these things.
I think Coach was probably messing with the mic earlier because he's like, gotta have gains, and you're like, that's
Oh
too
yeah,
hot, Coach. It's not the same thing.
yeah. He tends to drop the mic, and it goes boom. Ah. Yeah,
Yeah, ouch.
yeah. Don't.
No, not Chris Gaines. No, we do not need the alternate Garth Brooks album. I look. I might have been, had an emo waddle phase, but that does not forgive him for what he did. No.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh. There was a movie, and Garth Brooks played a character called Chris. Was it Chris Gaines? And he actually made an album. This moody rock, broody rock, and it was yeah. Anyway,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. And William Shakespeare is he says, "Hey guys, you should think about doing a live stream today."
I don't
Hmm.
want to think about it.
I'm
I might ponder
pondering.
about it later.
I'm pondering it. I'm
Okay.
just pondering about it. But yes, yes. Um. So to hop on the topic there,
Yeah.
Detective Punkwaddle,
We're
Mister
on the case.
the sheriff of Puppet Internet, and his
I was scared you were going to say something
his
else.
goblin informant. That's right.
Right, right.
That's right. I inform him on all the internet trolls, and
Gator.
oh my
Yeah.
goodness, like I've heard some people call a character known as Destiny
Yeah. Yeah.
a freaking goblin one time. I was like, do not call him a goblin. He's more ugly than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
cuck. It's true too. That's unironically, yeah, yeah.
All right.
But he was on the Pierce Morgan show.
Oh, wow.
You know that internet guy who's been here for a couple years. He's kind of a lefty. He's very
Well, I mean, Piers
Britishy.
Morgan's been around for quite a while. He's
Yeah,
British,
yeah.
right?
He's been here like almost 2 decades roundabout. He's been here spitting
Yeah.
um punditry with a very British accent. And I'd be like, why is he over here talking about American politics kind of thing? But we got that.
Maybe
But
because he didn't want to talk. Maybe he was wanted to talk about people being Muppets and not get in trouble.
that's true. That's true. It's probably safe. Yeah,
Maybe
especially
if we
nowadays.
get big enough, maybe he'll invite us on.
That he had a nerd Roddick on before,
I know,
and
and the
Jeremy
drinker
and
and
Drinker.
Melanie Mac.
Wait, had Mel? I didn't see the Melanie Mac one.
Wait, no,
Wow.
no, he didn't have Melanie Mac. That was a show that nobody watched. I'm sorry, that was mean.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. William Shakespeare. He brings up a good point that Punkwell brought up. So it's obviously a good point if Punkwell brings it up because Punkwell is always right.
Ta-da!
Yeah, yeah. That's why he's the ace detective. Let's see. He says, you can call an English cop a goblin. Apparently not a Muppet. You get arrested for that.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa, whoa. That's crazy.
I mean,
Wow.
I just call you a doof.
He does. He does call me a doof. It's true. Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, just you specifically. I mean, I think I have on stream more than once.
More than once.
Probably because you interrupted me and it was maybe unfounded.
That is very doofy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, here we go. Here's the Pierce Morgan.
Yeah.
I'm going to share my thing. 1 second. I am very slow with this. But that's okay.
The arms, right? We we probably we don't have, not all of us have, a great producer in the back.
No. But I do have internet connection, so that's something. That's something. We got low budget here, low budget. But what's him? Ta-da!
Oh,
Make it bigger. Make it bigger.
oh, okay. Oh, he had that face. Oh, wait. Who's all on this? Make us smaller and then bigger.
Okay.
You're right, Joseph Frost, Ghost, Mr. Ghost Mitts. Let me
get this bigger. Okay. So we got
a smush face, a smash face, a smash mouth. Who's that lady? And
Anna Kasparian from the Young Turks. She says she's not a leftist no more or whatnot, but let's be honest, she is very she's still a left-leaning locale.
If she's a Young Turk, does she know Istanbul to Constantinople?
Oh my god. No. You know the Cenk Uygur guy? Yeah. That's just
okay.
Yeah, that guy was there too, and oh my goodness. We got with that guy from the Whatever podcast, the Sam Wilson guy.
Oh, yeah. He talks.
Yeah, I know him.
Thoughts.
Yeah. He pretty much has the same like debating tactic as the late and great Charlie Kirk.
Right.
He would go on like those thoughts and pretty much just freaking own them. So it was like, it's like a grandmaster like playing on easy mode, and you don't actually know how good he is because he's playing on easy mode. Yeah. But I seen him like debate like other types of people. I'm like, oh shit, you're not just dunking on freaking dumb Twitch thoughts and only.
Well, to be fair, I've seen some of the clips where like people walk out because they don't want to deal with his questions, but he usually seems at least calm, cool, and collected when he has a conversation. Even when people are getting all up, he's kind of like, "You're in my house, and we'll just talk, right?"
Yeah, and the guy with the tie, he's James Pasovic or something like that. He's a right wing pundit person.
He kind of looks like that Russian dude who turns into a bear from Harry Potter.
Maybe that's true too. Yeah, I think is he Turning Point USA? I'm not sure.
Okay. Oh, that's Charlie's group, right?
Yeah, that is Charlie's political his group. Yeah, that's true. Obviously and then on the ends we have Pierce Morgan, obviously, and then on the very end, the caboose, the ass of the train over here, we have Destiny. And let me tell you something, he is definitely the ass of this train. What a show, you know what I mean? All right, should we crack into this freaking just horrible? And
Ironcaster says that Andrew Wilson is one of his favorite pundits. I assume that's the guy that I said that looks like the guy from Harry Potter.
No, that's the one in the middle.
Oh, okay. He's
Andrew Wilson. Yep. Yeah, Mr. Wilson. I just call him Mr. Wilson.
Oh,
Mr. Wilson.
There it is. Okay.
Yeah, and he's called some OnlyFans girl, a freaking you know what. Anyways, let's get cracked into this. Okay, we don't usually do this, but trigger alert.
Trigger warning.
Trigger warning. Hannah, she can get a little vile, but Destiny is beyond vile. Holy smokes! There's 4 minutes of this video, but I don't think we're gonna do the whole 4.
Because I don't think we don't really need to get into all the stuff, right?
No.
Just a taste.
I don't have any post-it notes on.
Posted Charlie's coffin. Okay. You responded. She tagged him. Brackets crying face emojis. In response to Alina Haber's tweet ordering people to fly their flags a half-mast in memory of Charlie, you posted on X.
Okay, we're gonna stop right here. We're gonna address this. Destiny's like, she tagged him. Yeah, she did.
Wow.
Yeah, obviously he can't freaking. Obviously, I don't know. There might be Twitter in heaven. I don't know. I don't know that. You don't know that, Destiny, asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. It's that tagging him was a thing she did when he was alive. It's a little. It's a little. It's is it. It's I don't want to say coping, but the way to handle grieving is to do things that are normalized, and in this kind of social media kind of world we live in, like that's what you do when you talk about someone.
Yeah, I had
it's almost like he never had a friend that died.
Yeah, I
brother
remember
in arms.
When I had a friend that passed away, and for the next, I don't know, weeks, months, you get updates from the family and stuff, and people would still post on the page, "Rip, miss you."
Did you at them? Did you at them, Punkwaddle?
No, I liked some of their comments because we were commiserating because we lost somebody that we cared about.
And it's okay if you added them. I mean,
yeah,
it's like rip at this person, and it's like to tell like people that that may or may have not have known, like, oh no, that person I liked on the internet is gone.
And that's not a tame thing to some stuff that's been said.
Yeah, it's not outrageous.
Yeah, I mean it's how we it's for the living, not for the dead, right?
Yeah. But it's for the memory of that person too.
Yeah.
But you're right. It's for the living, because the living will still remember.
Mm-hmm.
Spying flags and poles just to fly them fully erect. And you then posted yesterday, ending every conservative debate call out I do in 2026 with "Don't dodge, bro." That's not what Charlie would have wanted.
Wow.
I mean, do you think that your response to the cold-blooded murder of Charlie Kirk has been appropriate?
Okay, so this guy is not he's not a stranger to this channel. We did talk about Destiny before. Remember that?
I do. The crash
out. What happened? What happened last time we had Destiny on a crash out? What was he talking about?
I can't remember. I try not to think about it.
I try not to think about poor children who lost their lives in
in Texas.
Disaster.
Yeah.
It's all coming back. Yeah, and
I remember because I was talking with some people. I will say this. I've been trying to stay off the internet and all the Twitter and all the X and all the parasocial medias because I may be a sheriff, right? But people are saying horrible things, and I can't bring them to justice. Obviously, I'm a puppet, but also I'm not trying to stick my neck out in ways. Yeah. It's very short neck.
Well,
and I've been playing.
Unfortunately, it's not illegal to say terrible things,
right,
in public or even on the internet. It's not illegal, but there are consequences. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And the unfortunate truth is that I think I had a talk with a friend last night. Do I think that all of it is, right or the best answer? I'm not going to say that, but I do think that there's a precedent that's been set over the last 5, 10, 20 years that if it's so for one, it should be so for the other. And if you want to set rules while things are going your way, the rules will then come back, or the social constructs will come back and bite you in the ass because you didn't think that, the rules could be used against you because you didn't write it in.
Yeah.
Yes. I think that the only way this country moves forward into a better world is when conservatives can finally realize that they need to turn the temperature down on their side.
Wow, turn the temperature down.
Right.
Yes. The conservatives. Yes, the ones who are getting shot dead.
Right. Well, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's literally what just happened.
Right.
I don't know what's happening on the flip side, but
I don't either, but yeah. We talked a year ago about rhetoric, and then for 2 weeks public figures denounced the rhetoric, and then 2 weeks later the View is back to having to go to commercial breaks and legally having to recant
making a legal note. And they're like, They're like, it wasn't an apology. It was a legal note.
Right. Every
Because you're a
other
soulless, you know what?
episode.
Yeah,
Mhm.
right. I don't even know what the View said. I think the View might have said something like half-heartedly, but let's be honest, those vile women do not deserve like even a notion on this channel.
They've been shut down for a hot minute now already currently, so we don't have
Oh,
to
they
worry
have?
about
Oh,
them.
good. Which we'll
believe.
talk about another ABC show that's dipped in too much hot water, but we'll talk about that
Yeah.
after this clip.
Yep.
We are 10 years into whatever this Trump madness is, and there is not a single mainstream conservative that will call for a lowering of the temperature on their side. I think that liberals need to wake up and finally realize that if they're not willing to do it, it will never come down.
Okay.
What? I don't understand that. They just were willing to do something horrible, right?
This guy does not live.
Arms.
Yeah, he does not live in reality.
I don't know what world he lives in. Because I don't think he understands what liberal or conservatives. Because he just says, again, I don't know if I can do more than like 2 more minutes of this because everything he says is just to piss people off. It's like, okay, we know some people on the internet that troll and kind of mess with people that always dance around in circles, but they're doing it intentionally to mess with people, and it's really frustrating. But at the end of the day, there's at least something, I don't know, decent about the person.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy just likes to say things, just stir things up and get people mad.
He is one of the most vile. He is a what do you call it? A person that likes to provoke, a provocateur. They used to call Charlie Kirk a provocateur, and to be honest, he kind of was in a certain mellow way. Like,
but he was also 31, right?
Yeah, he was 31. Destiny's not that much older. I think he might be in this maybe 39 or whatever. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Because Charlie Kirk would like provoke you to think for yourself.
Right.
You know, provoke you to see the other side of things, not provoke you to piss you off.
Right.
Like yes, that is a proper term of provoke, is to, you know, grab a reaction. But there's also a more better side of provocation is to positively that's blah, 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 blah. I'm getting all tongue tied with the P's. To provocate in a positivity way, kind of like how you try to do, Punkwaddle.
I did try, and for all you guys out there that have been missing my penguin positivities on the Tuesdays, I'll get back to them, and I've got some things I want to say.
Someone should definitely meme Punkwaddle getting defamed as a provocateur. That'd be funny. I'm just sorry. I'm being an internet troll. Anyways,
you're being an internet goblin. Get it right.
Yeah, that's right. I am the informant. All right, let's go.
It's true.
I kind of I fast forward this and now it's spinning ball at me. I said we had internet, but now internet don't want to work.
Trump says something.
I'm a YouTuber. Leftists and Democrats have been condemning and turning down the temperature, condemning violence, turning down the temperature for a decade.
No, they haven't.
Trump can't go on TV and say all of us need to calm down.
He literally did.
Why he cannot?
That's not
true. Why would you expect anybody, Destiny?
Everything he said was a lie.
Can you answer that question? Why can't
Can
Trump
you
go on
answer
TV
this
and say,
question?
all of us should be less violent.
Why do you think
Trump say that?
Why do you think
your behavior contingent on Donald Trump?
Insane right now.
Why do you think?
your
No, let me
behavior
ask a question.
contingent on
Why is
Donald
everyone
Trump?
talking over me?
Because he's the president of the United States of America,
Stop-
and the leader
stop
of the
talking.
I don't know what I'm
You have
doing.
a huge audience
Stop
of
talking
young
over me.
men who
I'm a
listen to
YouTuber
everything you have to
who
say.
has more
So
young
I'm a
for you,
YouTuber?
it doesn't
Who
matter. You
has
have a
more young
huge
Okay, pause.
audience.
Pause.
And
Pause.
because
This
of
is
the
the
fact that
world
you have a
I'm
huge
living in,
audience,
and
you
that your
have
brain
a
has been
responsibility.
broken by
All right.
Okay.
That's pretty much how this went after he.
Okay.
We don't have the full clip on this one, but I am going to.
We need to just
hop
take
us off
this away.
screen.
Yeah, take this out.
Hop us off screen for a second.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. And I've seen his arguments devolve into something just nonsensical like that. Like, I am a YouTuber. I'm not conservative or democratic. I'm a YouTuber. What do you mean? What do you mean you're a YouTuber? YouTuber was broadcast yourself, right? I know they don't say that anymore, but like,
But what have
I
I done? Donald Trump is blah, blah, blah. I'm talking over you and talking
Right.
about Donald Trump. And that's how that's how destiny is.
being loud doesn't make you anything but loud and obnoxious sometimes when you're
Yeah.
just shouting over people.
Yeah, when you interrupt people with crazy nonsense, that doesn't make you correct. And
I think
I
I
should
might have.
know. I
I,
should
I'm
know. I do that all the time.
Yeah, but you don't raise your voice and get
No,
angry
and I'm
and
not
things like
evil.
that.
Yeah, I'm not
No.
evil. I just
If you were evil, I wouldn't do
slightly
a show with you.
misguided. Slightly misguided.
Well, aren't we all?
Well, it's kind of hard with the depth possession thingy. I patch
That's
all.
fair.
Fix it.
And you're
Yeah.
lopsided with your tooth and your horn. Good evening, the lovely Sherry. It's good to see you.
Good
And also,
evening, the
Big Dead K.
lovely Sherry. Yeah,
Yeah.
we were talking about everyone's favorite. Well, he got kicked off Twitch in like, was it
A while ago.
2023 or something
Yeah.
like that? Yeah, it was a couple years ago. Because let's be honest. Well, what we said, like the poor incident that happened, like at the beginning of the summer, with those
Right.
poor children in Texas.
Right. And honestly, and I had actually this conversation with a friend last night,
Yeah.
that the rhetoric back then, the rhetoric that people were saying, some people were, it's horrible, and some people, well, that's just some conservative religious camps. So those junior high girls that got swept away in their cabin, they,
Yeah.
it's
It was good. It was good that they died because they were all gonna vote Republican and blah 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 blah.
So I mean, in all fairness, it was really, really awful then, but then Charlie's a bigger public and more political of a figure, and so therefore people are going more out of the way to say things.
The problem with the I don't want to say the problem with the natural disaster is it happened and there was nothing that you can honestly do with it. It could have been like a leftist liberal camp, and it still would have been a tragedy.
Right.
Let's be honest. It still would have, even if you're conservative, you still would have been like, oh no, liberal arts art camp, children's art camp, washed away, and a whole bunch of children ended up gone. I'd still gonna feel bad. Even if their parents were like loony leftists, I'd still gonna feel bad because children are innocent,
I know, which is why, when we were going to talk about the Karen at the baseball game a couple of weeks ago, but all this stuff happened.
Oh yeah,
the fact that and I'll say this, I'm so thankful that happened right before all this crap, because at least for one moment we could see that a dad and a family were saying, look, it's not worth it. You do you. If you want to be angry, so we're not going to let it ruin our day. And that whole family got rewarded because the Marlins came up with a gift basket. The
the Phillies, one of the players, he gave him a signed bat.
I think wasn't it the guy who hit that fly ball?
It might have been the homer. It might have been. It might have been that home run bat.
The kid got rewarded because
it's like, hey kid, you didn't get that ball, but guess what you do get? What I smoked that ball with, and I'm gonna sign it for you. Here you go, kiddo. That's awesome.
Because the dad diffused the situation, let Perfume off take the ball, and again, that's the good karma that you.
Yeah.
Maybe this is my penguin positivity moment of like that's the good karma you could bring when you're just paying it forward, when you're not being a shitty person, when you're being decent, and you don't let those moments escalate and turn you into somebody who reacts like we're seeing all over the internet right now, right? Somebody who's just escalating the situation because maybe you have reasons to be emotional, but it doesn't help. It doesn't bring back Charlie. It doesn't change anything.
Yeah.
Right.
You gotta pick and choose like which battles are worth fighting for. Like fighting over the baseball. No, it's okay to give up the ball. It's fine.
Right.
And maybe something better will happen, like the gift basket and the signed baseball bats, Yeah, even if you are a lefty and you disagreed with Charlie, dancing on his grave, that's That's a no. You know what you do? You know when what's her name? Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I disliked almost all her decisions.
But
You know what I didn't? You know what I didn't do when she passed away? You know what I didn't do? I didn't go,
memorial?
yay, guess what? Trump gets to do it again. Yay.
Did you go to the vigil and just yell at people and
Oh yeah, you know what? There probably was a
vandalize
couple
it?
vigils.
Yeah.
With the crazy like the neck thingy that she wore all the time over her robes. And they're probably like crazy leftist shrines and stuff like that. You know what I didn't do?
What?
I didn't shit on the shrines. No.
Well, that's
if
good.
I did see them, you know what I did? I kept on walking because I had more important things to do.
Right, because I have a life that isn't dependent on me reacting to things that people people's opinions that I don't like, or they said something that I have to be mad about, because my existence is to react to people that I don't like, and I have to seek out people that make me feel bad.
It's almost like you have a job to do, or you have a family to take care of, or you have friends that you want to hang out with.
Yeah, like and
better things
honestly,
to do.
What's funny though is there's a lot of us YouTubers who are actually kind of introverts, so that when we're out in public, we kind of hang out, but then we're like, I'm cool. I'm gonna go back to my little space, and I'll see you in a little bit, right? I don't. A YouTuber party is a little bit of small talk and little people kind of like fading off for a little bit, or standing in line, kind of zoning out to meet their people. And it's funny how sometimes people will prefer to stand in line than sit around talking awkwardly in groups. And it's cool because we're socializing, but we're used to doing this behind the camera. But me being a YouTuber, I'm a YouTuber. That doesn't mean anything, but I'm a Joe Schmo with a camera and free access to the internet until someone tells me that I can't use their platform, right?
Well, yeah, that's true. And you know what? We've been saying you got to pick and choose your battles and don't go out and do all this other stuff. Let me tell you something. There are certain people on the, well, I don't want to say they're on the left, but let's be honest. They're definitely not on the right, and they're most likely on the left. Some of them have been like getting a little hostile, and
like what says on the left.
Yep. Like there was a big chunky a lady of color being like, your homie gone, blah 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 blah. And then she got a little feisty, and then she got mad because someone told her she didn't earn reparations and all this other stuff, and got handsy, and then she got arrested because she ended up being violent. Who knew? Who knew someone who celebrates death can easily be turned to violence?
Well,
yeah, there was that one. I'm not going to show that clip because I don't want to hurt poor Punkwaddle's heart too much. We're just going to talk about these things. But
that Destiny thing, that palpitated my heart a bit.
Oh yeah, oof. Yeah. Poor Punkwaddle, his heart's going to pop tonight. Anyways, oh man.
I need kindness. Chat. Put your hands together. Put your penguins out there.
Yeah, give
pop.
Yeah, give him the spirit, the spirit of positivity bomb. Kind of like Goku. Everyone give him his positivity. All right. So
let's Aura Farm.
Yeah, Aura Farm. Oh,
okay, that felt better in a weird way.
It did, right? Hey, yeah, Sherry's giving it to you.
Oh, thanks, Sherry. It was cathartic, and I didn't even have to poop.
TMI. Anyways, so there was like a spirit rock. It's a boulder. They paint murals and stuff like that, and someone painted a really nice thing on there, and then some lady came in with some like other paint, some like bluish paint, and started like trying to cover up and stuff like that, and everyone's like, please stop, and then she started like smearing it on like other people. I'm like, you're just in the way. I didn't pour it on anyone. You're just in the way. Blah 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 blah. And then the police officers are like, okay, we're gonna have to put you in cuffs. You're gonna have to go. And she's like covered in hands. It's like, I'm covered in paint. And the police officers are like, all right, come over here and wash your hands.
It's like you're.
It's a good thing she wasn't actually like violent because
yeah,
we don't want to ruin the police officer's uniform.
Well, it's also the fact
You know what I
that
mean?
if you're an officer of the peace and people are doing things peacefully, right, gathered because there's something that's meaningful and it's drawing people in a way to connect, and then someone comes in and be like, "You shouldn't do that. You can't do that. No, I'm not gonna let you do that." It's like, okay, no,
and
no,
then
because
disturbing the peace. Now they're just
Right.
like there's little disturbances, and then there's
instigating,
like levels of
inciting.
disturbance that cannot be ignored. Like there's the officer being like, "Hey, you're not doing anything illegal, but could you knock it off?" And then
Right,
there's
because-
like, "Hey, you're on the line. Hey, if you don't cut that out, I'm gonna have to do something." And then there's all like, "Hey, I can't do anything other than take you away because you have
Right.
crossed that line. You
Like,
crossed it a while ago."
Everybody here is getting along, and you're the one person who's not getting along, actively, intentionally not getting along with everybody here. And pretty soon you're going to be endangered because they're going to react because they are people, and everybody has a tolerance level. And when a tolerance level, tolerance lever, maybe not. But point is, we all know that everybody has a threshold, and there's no reason to intentionally push somebody over that threshold, right? Even if you're really, really mad at them and you don't like what they're doing.
Yeah. Now, let's. Everyone's been like, "Oh, this is cancel culture. This is cancel culture," and I remember, the guy from Reading Rainbow, LeVar Burton.
Oh yeah,
he's a bit of a lefty wackadoodle. But I remember he said one thing. This was years and years ago, right?
Okay.
He was a lot of people. He was like about. He was asked a question about cancel culture, and he's like, "That's a misnomer."
Right.
I feel like what's happening around, and the context was people who were kind of like people who had non-lefty opinions on racial issues.
There's a little bit more
getting
to it.
canceled to their job.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he called it accountability culture.
Well, isn't that right around the same time that his daughter was working for Rooster Teeth and that whole shit show went down?
That might have been. I'm not sure.
I think some of that happened. He was being asked when he was also processing and dealing with what his daughter was going through, and Rooster Teeth was awful. Although I think Bernie Burns or whatever actually might have bought some of the rights back to it. I've heard rumors. I don't know if that's true. But
that's pedantics aside.
Right. It's still a bad take.
Yeah, the bad take, but the bad take is appropriate when we're talking about this situation, because the situation before was like, hey, you said something that was kind of okay way back in 2008. Now it's 2017. We're going to cancel you for it. You know what I mean? That was cancel culture. But here is something that just happened. Is terrible, horrible. And then you said something that's like societally unacceptable. And I'm not even like it's, technically it's good. It's free speech. 100%. You're allowed to say it.
Right.
But people are allowed to react in a certain way. And guess what? Guess what the First Amendment has? Everyone knows freedom of speech. But guess what else is under the First Amendment?
Tell me more.
Freedom of association.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Oh shit! Oh shit! It's like you're attacking me. This is the First Amendment, and I'm like, where everyone else is like, yeah, but the First Amendment says I don't have to be associated with you.
Right.
And
yeah.
Like one lady, like,
oh wow, okay,
straight up freaking trashed the freaking a vigil. I would say you're literally attacking their freedom of speech, but it's your freedom of speech to do that, I guess. Is it property destruction? Yes, kind of illegal. I wouldn't recommend that.
Yeah, when it comes to actual property destruction, you start crossing lines. There's certain things You're like, okay, dude.
Yep.
But
And if you get fired from your job, that's their association that they want to end with you. That's the F around find out phase.
I made it. I found out in the chat that I made a cuss. Is Sherry here?
I didn't hear it, so I'm gonna pretend it didn't exist.
Okay.
Don't you fucking do that again, okay? Anyways, or else I'll have to use my freedom of expression to. Never mind.
Don't show me your puppet hole behind the scenes later. I'm still scarred from last time.
There was an octopus in there. Anyways, oh boy, Punkwaddle. No more sea urchins. Anyways,
too much anime.
Yeah, way too much anime. Way too much anime. And I am kind of referencing a lady who I think she either got fired or got expelled from a school, and then she got evicted. She got evicted too, and then she's all like,
"Oh, what?
Yeah,
oh.
yeah." And everyone's like, "It's like how do you know she got evicted?" And everyone's like, like showing you like a GoFundMe that says, "Fight fascism! I just got evicted from my fascist landlord evicted me because I said something about Charlie Kirk." And I'm just like, oh my goodness.
That's unfortunate. That's actually really bad. And I don't know if like I know there's not just education. I know there's lists and stuff, and I have mixed emotions about that, but I also know that there's certain people that have said certain things that if they've crossed certain lines, right, they have the freedom to say things. I also have heard of people that are kind of getting lumped in, that people are saying, oh, they said something, and because it's the big hullabaloo and turns into a witch hunt. Make sure that there's actual receipts. Make sure it's not just like hearsay and different stuff, because there are people, when it becomes this a big movement, sort of, I don't want to talk about the Red Scare, right? But when it just becomes this paranoia thing, and it's like they did this and they did this, and if someone gets lumped into it and actually didn't do anything wrong, but then they're losing their job because somebody wants to take them down because it's easier and nobody's paying attention, right? It's like,
to be honest, the Red Scare was appropriate in a certain, like, it needed more checks and balances, but the Red Scare was appropriate because that was a threat.
Well, it was, the whole point is when you're doing things without checks and balances and it's just an emotional action, right?
Oh yeah,
and right,
turns into a witch hunt.
Exactly, and I feel like we're borderline there in some ways. And I'm not saying there are not consequences for people's actions, but there's also people that may or may not have done something as heinous, or maybe not really done something at all, that are getting lumped in because there's just the big swift movement. And it's like that thing, like when you're in a space, you're in a room, right? And this could be like,
I am in a room.
Yeah, in a chat online or in a group, right? Or
shoot, there is a chat room right here.
Yeah, right there. But like sometimes you have a lot of nice people and a lot of kind people, and it's kind of like what we're talking about. But to a lesser extent, when somebody comes in and they're just rude and they're mean and they just start talking mess about everything else, it's like, well, I don't want to escalate the situation that makes it uncomfortable for everybody, but I also want to shut this person down, be like, hey, this maybe isn't the place for you because, well, we're just trying to do our thing, right?
You don't believe in ostracizing?
I believe in pushing back, and hopefully they get the message. Being polite and stern and polite. And like I said, I don't want to overreact and have to do anything that makes me be somebody I don't want to be. But sometimes I have to be that person.
Punkwaddle, right? You need to turn down the temperature. I've been hearing that a lot lately. Everyone needs to turn down the temperature.
I'm the coolest mother effer around. I don't know how more I can turn around. I almost said it. You almost heard it here, right? Thank God we stopped listening to Destiny 30 minutes ago because I might.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because
it's one of those things where it's like how many events like this can we actually? When is it appropriate for us to turn up the temperature? Is doing other things, and they start like misinforming us of like different events that no one actually heard about, and also they got the whole event miscorrect.
Right.
No, it wasn't lying. They were just mistaken about it.
They were just
because
miscorrected.
the
Not
reporting
incorrect.
was we sourced our sources was this place, so it's their fault. But they sourced it from here, which was their fault,
Right,
and they sourced from here, which was their
It was
fault.
actually 5
And-
different articles on BuzzFeed that copied each other. The original place.
Yeah, and it was 6 subsidiary companies lower, and some random douchebag in Virginia. It's it's just nobody wants to take accountability.
Right.
But accountability culture is coming. That's right.
Thanks, LeVar Burton.
Yeah. Freedom of speech does not equal freedom from consequences. And we could say that even with shitty freaking comics like Jimmy Kimmel. That's right. Let's pop it on screen.
He's a comedian? I thought he I thought he was a B-rate actor on the Man Show that just kept on acting.
Now he was the Man Show was okay. That was like back when
he wasn't the main guy on it, was he?
Well, no, I don't think he was the main guy. He was like one of the guys, but like that was before he started like drinking the SJW Kool-Aid. And let's be honest, it's fully in his veins. Fully in his veins.
I mean, if you see it how he acted on that show, it's not that much different.
Yeah,
he was just riding the waves of what was funny at the time, and then now calling it out as bad because he's trying to, be seen as evergreen enough.
All right, we got this from Colin Rugg. He says, breaking ABC Broadcasting affiliate Netstar is removing Jimmy Kimmel indefinitely after he joked about the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Which is
what day was this, and what paraphrase?
I don't know exactly when it was, but maybe he said so in here. Let's see the Neat Star Media Group Inc. Blah blah blah. Today announced that the company's own and partnered televised station affiliate with ABC News Network. That's Disney owned. Let everyone know that ABC is owned by Disney.
If you weren't aware of those lawsuits that happened earlier last year.
Yeah, they're giving us the NetSky Media Group, blah 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 blah. It's owned by Disney. It's owned by Disney. I'm just gonna say that out loud.
Yep. Everyone knows it.
Yep. Network with the pre-met Jimmy Kimmel Live for the foreseeable future, beginning with tonight's show. Yeah. So
he canceled today.
Yeah. They canceled the live. Guess what? It's a Jimmy Kimmel not live show.
Yeah.
Isn't that ironic?
It is. It's also kind of funny. Like I want to say it was like maybe about 8 years ago. I was out in LA working on a job, when I was doing my environmental stint, trying to get back or something. Yeah. I don't know. Point is, I actually left and flew out, I didn't fly. We drove because I'm a flightless bird. I know. I'll be honest with you guys. But the people that I was working with, like it was that night or the next day after we left, with a few days, they had extra time and they were on the set of the Jimmy Kimmel show. And when they actually panned to whatever band that was playing the night, they were like right in front of the camera. I was like, I could have been right there. I could have been on the Jimmy Kimmel show. Little Waddle, right me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I missed it.
At a time, once upon a time, the Jimmy Kimmel show was okay. But that's when they were gassing up freaking Obama.
Well, was that also?
They were less political and more like entertainment talky.
Real quick though, but didn't Jimmy Kimmel start while Leno and Letterman were still on the air?
I think so.
So like
Yeah.
it was a different era and a different time and a different temperature.
It's almost like he had to be better because there was so much. Condition was really good.
Right, and then those guys left, and so then like the bar just dropped.
Yeah. It's like oh, I don't have to like jump 6 feet over a bar anymore. I can just like hobble over the.
Oh wait, hold on, hold on. This just in: David Glenn said that he was dating Sarah Silverman. This explains so much.
I mean, that makes sense why he was talking. He made all those Sarah Silverman jokes. Wow. Neat.
Yeah.
I don't care though. So we got Jimmy Kimmel. He's gonna. This is the offensive BS that he said.
Hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it. In between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty.
Okay, so
wow.
I barely heard Trump, and I barely heard that reporter.
Yeah, but
you know that sound that we were hearing?
Yeah.
That was the APU on a helicopter, because the helicopter is starting.
Was that a real clip or was that a doctored clip?
That was a real clip. Clip. And there's an aircraft that's before they have to like set up the freaking turn on the main turbines, all that stuff. You have like this. It's like a starting engine, right? And you fuel it up, and it's one of the loudest things. Like Stacks over here, he had to doing like it's called final checking. The engine's on, the pilot's doing all the thingies, and you got to look at all the parts and stuff like that. Make sure it's like, okay, yep, that's good. Okay. All right, sir, you're good to go. The aircraft is all right. And then you give the command to one of the launch guys, and the launch guys give it a go, and then they shoot it off on the aircraft carrier. And that's the loudest thing. That's super, super loud. Yeah. Guess what people who are not wearing ear protection are gonna hear you.
Right.
Like
when I was RF forming?
Yeah, there's an aircraft freaking being super loud in the background. Guess what? You don't have any ear protection. Guess what? You're gonna get here a soft-spoken reporter being like, Mr. Trump, what you say about the blah, blah, blah.
I'm gonna say this: when I worked in engine rooms, like compressor stations, like you'd have compressors, but you also have turbines. Yeah. And some of those old turbines were actually built for airplanes that were just mocked up and set up a little bit different to do the gas engines. And man, those things are loud.
They're loud, right? Aren't they? Oh my goodness. I mean, one of the loudest places in an active flight line.
Yeah, like when a turbine is just whooshing, I mean, or those engines are just because all that air and all that stuff has to be pushed through to get stuff started. It just we had to have double hearing protection inside the building. Yeah. So I mean, if you're that close,
Jimmy Kimmel doesn't know that. The only time he touches an airplane is when he's sitting inside, and the aircraft is soundproofed. The cabin is soundproofed, so you don't have to wear any.
Again, the guy is taking something that wasn't actually funny. It was just something that happened, and just like, ha. This goes back to, like I said, it's like the man show humor. It's like, ha, stupid fart, dumb face.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
I didn't get it.
Well, let's see. So that was the clip. Let's see his joke.
Yes. He's at the fourth stage of grief: construction, demolition, construction.
That's not even the fourth stage. You screwed up your own damn joke.
Yeah.
No wonder they're getting Yeah, you're not funny. You can't. You need better writers or read the cue cards, man.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Maybe he's gonna be at the 4th stage of grief pretty soon.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm sure deconstruction is part of that.
Yeah. Right now he's in the 2nd stage of grief.
What's that?
Unemployment.
Oh.
Oh! I used this joke on him.
You know what's kind of interesting? Because you know how like Colbert had like has like less than a year left now because of that that deal.
Yeah.
And here's the funny thing.
Like, sad about that. And
well,
I didn't hate him, but I didn't hate him either.
Let me lay this up for you real quick, right?
Go for it.
Because listen to other channels and people talk, right? So here's the thing. Was it the Emmy or whatever award that goes to like the talk show host, and everybody knew that they're kind of being phased out, but from what I understand, since Colbert was getting canceled earlier, I think there's a billboard of Kimmel saying, vote for Colbert because he earned it, he deserved it. Because the idea was that Colbert was going to get canceled and Jimmy Kimmel's contract was going to last a little longer, so he would be a shoo-in for the next year and maybe get the last one. But he's not getting the last one or the last laugh at this point.
Heh. No.
Waddle, that's Punkwaddle right there.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this: I don't wish anything ill on Jimmy Kimmel.
No.
I don't.
What I say is he did make a joke about an assassination,
Right.
and the sad part about that assassination joke is it killed his career.
Ah,
What?
they didn't kill the audience with it.
No. Just yeah. I will say the audience, if he didn't have that laugh track, the audience would have been dead silent.
Right. That's supposed to be funny. I was expecting a chirp at this point.
Oh, there was
Did you
yes.
get tickets?
All right, Jimmy, I will feed you in a minute. Freaking crickets! I swear to God, I can't wait for winter when you all finally take a nap. What?
Yep.
The crickets.
I wish I
hungry.
hibernated.
Yeah, crickets are hungry. I'm just saying. I know the blue fairy. He keeps on sending me crickets and be like, "This is your conscience."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I keep on ignoring it. She keeps on sending me more crickets.
Oh no!
And I'm like, Jimmy, crickets, stop sending me all these bugs.
Speaking of someone who doesn't bug us in the chat, is our good friend Cotton Ministries. How you doing?
Hey, Cotton Ministries.
Come on down the aisle. Is it too soon?
We were talking about your favorite comedian. Yeah. Little known fact, Cotton Ministries loves Jimmy Kimmel. Yeah.
He said it. I didn't say it. He said it.
I didn't say it either. No.
Who
said that? What? I didn't say that.
I don't want to be guilty about who I associate it with. Just because freedom of association is in the First Amendment doesn't mean that I want to be guilty because Gator something. I'm just a YouTuber, man. I'm just a YouTuber. I'm not somebody else who does something else. I'm just a YouTuber.
Punkwaddle, I want to talk too. Stop talking over me. My goodness, you're acting like a Destiny.
It's your destiny, Gator.
Ah! but honestly, I am gonna feel like something's missing on nightlife television. Who else is gonna give us heart I don't want to say heart wrenching because I didn't really care. Empathetic tears whenever Donald J. Trump actually writes and executes a proper executive order that affects everyone in a positive way. Who's gonna cry about that? Who's gonna cry about that and then be like, oh, I feel so bad. about all the immigrants and the black peoples and the peoples of mixed gendered and all the other things, and I'm so sad about children and people from other countries and blah 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 blah. You know, the whole spiel.
Yep.
Yeah, he just it's like he can cry on command. He's got a one hell of a crocodile tear. And as a gator myself, I should know about these things. But let me tell you something. I don't give no crocodile tears. No.
Sure.
What? Oh, sorry. Yeah, don't cry for me, Jimmy Kimmel. Yeah, right. Right.
The truth is, we never left you.
Yeah, he has done that quite a few times though. Jimmy Kimmel's been crying about anything like when Trump signs any like important documents. He's always cried.
You know, it's a shame that he doesn't have Kevin Smith on as his.
Holy smokes, Kevin Smith is another crier that we don't
really talk about.
No, we don't really talk about Kevin Smith. Like
and that was the only I only brought him up because of this reference point, not because I want to rabbit trail to things about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clerks was okay, but yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
When
Bob was silent.
Yeah. Oh, what else? Oh, there was that. It was like a British like. I don't know what genre he does. He does kind of like an alternative, like punk rock, odd thingy.
Sure.
Yeah, he was like the day it was either that day he had a performance on like a Wednesday or a Thursday. It may have been a Friday, but it was all like Charlie Kirk, rest in peace, and then he was all like doing all this and started kicking and screaming and like everyone was cheering, he was cheering, and then he gets his visa revoked, like to the USA, so he can't actually visit the USA to do any concerts or anything like that. And then like literally the next day, that either that happened like before or the day after because he was all like some MAGA spy videotaped and they took it out of context and they didn't take it out of context at all.
I'm sorry, when everybody at your concert has a cell phone and when they recorded the last hour, right?
Yeah.
When how many thousands of people have the same thing on video, it's not taken out of context.
It's not a fascist spy or whatever you said it was. It was just a random person who bought the ticket and videotaped that reaction. And they're like, either they agreed with it and they posted it, or they disagreed with it and posted it.
Right.
Either way, we thank that person for either making a huge mistake or a great service. But honestly,
I'm gonna say this, like, and last Wednesday at the school when it happened, but I'll go into a more in a more lighthearted but same instance when the Karen at the Phillies, right? When she went over and got mad, how many people had their phones out watching the whole thing, right? So you had the jumbo seeing all this happen, right? The jumbotron, but then you had like online, you had within minutes or hours, like 10, 15, 20 different views of different videos from different people and like different vantage points, different angles, the same audio, the same takes and the same words. And so it's like you could reconstruct it and the cops didn't even have to ask for that information, right? Like,
no, it was just on there. Yeah.
Right.
I will say they probably asked like a ton of people. It's like, hey, did you videotape the Charlie Kirk event?
Oh yeah.
And everyone would be like, yeah, here you go, officer. It's this video right here. Here you go. I'm gonna show it to you.
I'm
gonna keep my phone, sir, but I can send you the video, sir.
I mean, I think they were probably just set up a server and said, just email it, send it to us, and we'll sift through it.
Well, I'm pretty sure they did a ton of freaking interviews and stuff like that, which normally you would, and there were some people would be like, "Hey, officer, I saw the killer. I thought it was like security people doing Overwatch, but obviously this was most definitely probably the shooter." And then they sent that's when we got the picture of the video when the person was like, "Hey, what's that up there? Is that like a sniper or something?"
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it wasn't a counter sniper. It was a sniper. This difference of us, and technically it wasn't a sniper because it was technically a sharpshooter. But pedantics. It doesn't matter. It was an assassin, a dummy who tried to get away with it.
Yep.
Was he sloppy? Of course he was sloppy. He was a 22-year-old like dum. He went to college, didn't go to the military.
Your mom goes to college.
My mom dropped out of college. But anyways.
Was your mom dropped in college?
Whoa. That's my mother we're talking about.
I know, but you goblins always get like XP farmed in the weirdest places.
That is true. Charlie Kirk, he definitely got a lot of XP off them goblins, and when he was doing the interviews, not the interviews, the debates.
Yeah.
All those she goblins.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, hi, my name is Roseanne. I am a woman. I believe I'm a woman. I know I'm a woman. What do you have to say about that?
You look like a man.
Yeah. To be honest, those are the ones that get clipped because they are the most viral baiting. And Charlie Kirk, what is his YouTube? He got like 3 million before like the incident. And let's be honest, I knew about Charlie Kirk because of all those viral like debate me kind of videos, like the prove me wrong style kind of things. And yeah, when the news hit and it's like Charlie Kirk, something happened to Charlie Kirk, and I was like, did Charlie Kirk get punched or something? Because let's be honest, that's what happened. He got his hat snatched. He got, people.
I mean, how many people have been saying for the last 6 months, I want to punch so and so in the face. If I ever saw him in person, I'd punch him in the face, right?
Yeah. Remember the what was it? The cast from Stranger Things is like, if you see a Nazi, punch him in the face.
Right. Because we have so many skinheads walking around.
Yeah. Well, if you label, if you give your horizon, you broaden your horizons, you can see all of them. You see them all? They're all hateful bigots. All of them.
Dang.
Yeah, I know. You're gonna need more fists. Yeah.
Can we get the one from the North Star?
Whoa. Honestly, I hope the guy from the North Star goes to that one freaking woo freaking gay furry dum, which was shocking. I was like, he's gay. Just it was so much like jazz in there, and I was just like, I don't know why I'm so like repulsed. Is it the fact that I know all this jargon, or is it the fact that the jargon is there, or is it a mixture of the two? I was. My internet's it's a little wonky right now.
It was pretty funny. We heard half of what you said. Those dang crickets.
Dang it! Damn it! Carlos, Stop chewing on the internet cables. Yeah, I gotta feed the crickets soon. Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, I thought you were saying Carlos Fish, and I was like, I didn't think he ate internet cables.
No. Carlos the cricket.
Oh.
No.
Tijuana?
Yeah, the Tijuana. Yeah, he's more of a locust, you know. He one of those Mexican crickets. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. If you keep on chewing on the cables, I'm gonna call ICE and they're gonna deport you.
Yep.
Honestly, if there is frost on the grass, he usually runs. It's true.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the crickets are known to run from ice, especially if they're from Tijuana, like Carlos. What?
Hey, Bato.
What, you think I can hire an American-born cricket? No.
I mean, it's way easier for me down in Texas. I can just go to the Home Depot.
Oh yeah, please. Down in Texas, the grasshoppers hop the border like crazy.
Yeah.
Literally, they hop. Boing. What? No come. The cricket's very close to a grasshopper. Very close.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I don't know.
All right, Punkwaddle. That's enough of the. That's enough of the crimes of all that stuff.
Yeah.
What do you have? What do you have to talk about there, Punkwaddle?
Well,
I saw something. You sent me something, but apparently that link is no longer available because they deleted it.
Oh, right.
What was that about? I didn't know.
Well, it was some of the stuff about Destiny stirring stuff up recently, and it was kind of along the lines we talked about. And and here's the thing. Like I said earlier in the green room, like I've been avoiding too much parasocial media because, I mean, there's easy enough to go down the rabbit hole and get frustrated and get angry, and then all of a sudden feel like you need to say something. But
yeah,
there's video games, there's anime, there's fun things.
There is fun things.
The truth is like I've been having some good conversations with friends, you know, in you know the back chats, or you know, hanging out with people IRL and just having conversations about life like, you know, we used to do, and talking with people that you know, and you can actually have the rapport with it, know when you say something, and they're going to listen to you and be your friend, and you don't have to agree with them at the end of the night. Like, I think we need to go back to, you know, processing and working this out with people that we actually have some sort of connection and social skill.
Wait a second. You can disagree with someone and not have to murder them? Wow.
It's kind of how we functioned as
a society?
Society, or the splinter factions of societies that we've had for so long.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. Yeah. It was funny that the Jimmy Kimmel thing, they were getting canceled from that.
Yeah.
There was another incident on should I show it? I feel like we've been going too much on these things, but okay.
All right. Yeah. And by the way, these are not the Texas crickets you're hearing. You're hearing Snacks and Gator's crickets.
Yeah. It's crickets from the Shire. It's true.
Yeah.
Back in this. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm going to share this bit right here.
Okay.
Now, if you think this was a ABC, the American Broadcast Company, this is one of their when they had the leaked text messages and all that stuff like that, the leaked text groups and stuff like that. This guy right here, just
okay.
Oh, I was in freaking shock when I saw someone was like appalled by it, and I was like, why are you so butthurt about this? And I curiosity killed the goblin, you know what I mean? And well, let's
find out.
Yeah, let's find out.
We have seen an alleged murder with such specific text messages.
I don't know what's alleged by it, but
it happened. Alleged.
Yeah, it happened. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. The evidence is pretty spotty, but that's because not all the evidence has been publicly let out.
Right. Okay, real quick though. Alleged murder. No, it happened. The alleged.
There was a murder. Yes.
They're the accused or the alleged perpetrator, right? So he's like mincing and muddling words, and it just doesn't sound good.
It doesn't sound super good, but
it doesn't sound like he knows what he's talking about, or he's trying to cover something. It just when it doesn't start off on the right foot.
Yeah, I don't know where is he? Where is he? Maryland, Virginia, somewhere.
Okay. About the alleged murder weapon, where it was hidden, how it was placed, what was
the alleged murder weapon. Pretty sure he got shot by he got shot by the bullet the bullet kind of matched in all the things, but apparently they are doing it in Quantico, Virginia. That's where all the big wig government enforcement agencies are kind of in.
Well, I mean, if the casing was still in the gun, you'd be able to have all the evidence to see if it matches up or not pretty easily.
Yeah. What was it? Was it 30-6 that the gun fired, and the gunshot wound? I'm not gonna watch that again, but it was a big impactment, and let's be honest, it definitely made a big impactment for a good size round like that.
Mm.
Like there are some rounds that would do more damage, like the like the round that struck the first attempt on Donald Trump.
Yeah,
like that guy got hit with some pretty nasty bullet, and it blew his freaking head over, literally. But
on it, but also it was very touching in a way that I think many of us didn't expect.
What? The alleged. Okay.
Oh! You didn't hear that? Let me do it one more time.
It was very touching in a way that I think many of us didn't.
One more time. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back into context.
What was touching about an alleged murder?
1 second.
About the
alleged murder.
Yeah, it's very heartwarming.
He's talking about the text groups.
Alleged murder weapon, where it was hidden, how it was placed, what was on it, but also it was very touching in a way that I think many of us didn't expect.
See, he's leading the ass before the horse.
Yeah, his ass is way before the horse.
And I'm not talking about his donkey or his burro.
No, but he is trying to mule this around.
He is burrowing his way into the ground.
So the text messages they had like what the alleged weapon was, where it was hidden, all this stuff. So it's literally like a written confessions, like, hey, I did this
roadmap.
Thing.
Yeah,
it's essentially like it's kind
of like that Key and Peele sketch where his recorded song is giving all the
the recorded songs from Key and Peele is like, this isn't.
And I buried it here.
Just a rap song. I really did kill him. Shot him in the face with 9 times. Blah blah blah. Yeah. That's a funny skit.
The gun's in the backyard. Oh no! It was just a joke. Mm-hmm.
Relationship between the suspect's roommate and the suspect himself, with him.
They're talking about the transgendered furry guy.
Right, but they're not showing that picture of that version, obviously. And the way this guy is talking, it's like he's trying to humanize this cold-blooded murderer. Well, you can tell it's disingenuous because he's mincing words, and he's trying so hard to make it into this thing instead of getting there with, I don't know, words and facts and stuff.
Well, it's one of those things when you have an agenda, you have to do 2 things. You have to, if your side is wrong, you have to denounce it, pin the blame on the other side if you can, you know, if you can frame it up that way. It's all framing. This is all framing.
Well, I know. Well, it's spin too. Like if there's somebody who would be able to be a better orator and spin this better, but this guy just sounds like he has some talking points.
He's kind of befuddled because, he's kind of
Yeah.
befuddled because all the evidence is like, hey, this is a left-wing lunatic, and he's like, I can't say that on the ABC. I have to spin it. So I'm gonna go for the sympathy points. Like, hey, this guy had loved ones. Hey, this guy, his love was a little weird, gay, furry, literally gay, furry.
Right.
And you know, that's not a sentence to hell, but unless, you know, a lot of internet groups would beg to differ. I'll tell you that. But what is wrong is the guy, like, did one of the worst deeds that you could do. That's why they're seeking the death penalty.
Yep.
And he wants to say it was touching.
I can understand people who are frustrated by this whole thing, everybody's reaction, and this guy sounds like he sounds like he's doing some human interest story about, you know, maybe Granny, you know, somebody accidentally took her butter and then brought it back, and you know, everything was fine.
Yeah.
At the grocery store, somebody took her grocery.
No, he grabbed some bullets. He etched the bullets. He took Grandpappy's rifle and he used it to just do something terrible.
What?
Apparently this kid was supposed to be smart. He was a good kid. He did all his homework. You know, he got a scholarship to college. Yeah, what happened to this kid? You know what I mean? Like, they first be like, well, no one knows who shot him, and then they found him, be like, and everyone knew the background and stuff like that, and a whole bunch of like non-genuine people are like, see, yeah, he's one of y'all. He's a conservative. Yeah.
And like some of the things that Destiny, which doesn't need to repeat it, or said earlier about just there's a lot of things that are being I don't know. Like I said, there's people who want to have their opinion and eat it too, because it how I feel about the situation is more important than understanding what actually happened, because if what I feel is this, then I need to focus on the things that explain my feelings.
Yeah. I mean, people were whinging and crying about Trump, like defunding the Department of Education, and a lot of people were okay with that because guess what? One of the talking points from the right was, hey, we send our kids to public schools. Guess what happens? They don't learn maths. They learned propaganda, left-wing propaganda.
They didn't learn numbers. They learned binary.
Yeah, they learned, and not the computer kind. They didn't learn how to code. They got coded.
Yep.
It's freaking crazy. And, you know, and we see an exhibit A of this. Mm-hmm. It's like, did the parents fail, or did left-wing crazy educators super succeed? You know what I mean? And there is no fine way of answering that. Like only God knows this outcome. But man.
Yeah, I think we're starting to spiral.
Yeah, I think we are kind of spiraling. We're kind of crashing out. Holy crap! On collision, everyone. I know, right? It's almost like you have to counter educate your children before you send them to public schools. If you can't afford private schools, or your inability to homeschool, you kind of have to
you have to be okay. In any sort of relationship interaction, and you know, if you're raising somebody up from the ground, right?
Yeah,
is that if you're involved in the conversations, what went on in school, how you did it, not being like, hey, fellow kids, what's going on, right? Because Team Buscemi was not a good narc. It's just true. He was not my informant. I just want to know, you all know that. But when it comes down to actually talking to kids and helping them understand, instilling certain morals and values, and helping them process things that happen throughout the day, and the way kids and teachers and adults act, and be like, yeah, adults act like kids too, and it sucks and it's unfortunate, but we still try to be better, right? Well, that helps me process the world around me, so that I don't have to be so focused on making, instead of saying I'm feeling a certain way, why am I feeling that way? Now we're getting, you made me feel this way and it's all your fault, so I need to make you feel a way that makes me feel better about the way you made me feel, when I didn't make you feel shit, right? I did something that maybe hit one of your triggers, and if I didn't do it intentionally, if I'm not trying to come at you, like I mean, I exist and you exist, and we're trying to figure out how to do it amicably, or not.
Yeah, I will say this about children, like, you got to supervise their screen time. Honestly, you really do need to supervise their screen time. You need to, you need to talk to your children about what they should learn in school, and know the signs. Literally have a PSA about educators that are trying to teach you stuff that you shouldn't learn.
And here's the thing, I know that I don't want to overstep. We're just two puppets that obviously physically can't have children because, well, I mean, we have a puppet hole, but we don't not have all the foam in all the right places because that's not on screen anyway, right? I'm just saying that.
I mean, some parents will teach their children terrible things. Like, there's this one video of like two children. I'm not going to show that because it's a video of children. But the mom comes up, right? I'm not going to act this. The mom comes up and she's like, "Hey, guess what, kids? The best news ever happened." And guess what the kids say?
Daddy's home? 2 Christmases?
That's super. Okay, the first one's sweet. The second one's kind of effed up.
Well, I was trying to hedge my bets here.
Yeah, right. Yeah. No. The kids are like, oh, Donald Trump died. That was like the best thing ever happened. Donald Trump died, and it's like, okay. Mom's like, okay. The second best thing happened, and the kids are like, the vice president died, and mom's like, okay. The third best thing happened, and the kids are like, Elon Musk died, and the mom's like, okay, nobody died, no one died. My friend's getting married, and the little kid's like, oh, which one? And she was like, Taylor Swift. Ah! Yeah. Like, how messed up are you as a parent? Like, even if they didn't directly get it from you, you didn't safeguard your children. These are like younglings too. These are younglings. They're not Padawans yet. They are younglings.
Right. I feel like,
and they're already like Sith Lord freaking like morals as a youngling.
I mean, kids. It's like that show. The kids will say the darndest things. Kids are impressionable. Yeah. Kids will repeat things because they haven't learned exactly what they mean, but they know if it's rewarded, they'll say that then do the things that get them rewarded, right? It's and
simple. The mom didn't correct them right away. The mom was almost in agreement too, and it's just like,
I don't know. I feel like we're veering off terribly at this point, and we could go on for a long time. And not that these things aren't worth addressing.
They are, but they aren't. Yeah, we're almost. We're kind
of getting close out of time for today's episode. Yeah,
Punkwaddle is almost broken. Do you want to finish this clip because there's not much to it?
Yeah, we can go back to this clip.
All right, we'll go back to this clip one more time. We'll play it through all the way through.
Repeatedly calling his roommate who is transitioning calling him my love, and I want to protect you, my love. So it was this duality of someone who the attorney said not only jeopardized the life of Charlie Kirk and the crowd, but was doing it in front of children, which is one of the aggravating circumstances of this case. And on the other hand, he was, speaking so lovingly about his partner. So a very interesting and, as Pierre said, riveting press conference, David.
It was tough.
Wow.
Shit.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah.
So what you're saying is it's the weirdest thing ever. Okay, so somebody that could say or commit a heinous thing, right? Because let's face it, there's a lot of people on the internet have said horrible things and agreed with this thing, right? That they probably have loved ones and genuinely love those people in their lives. Like, yeah, you can love somebody and you can not love somebody else, and you could exist as a duality, like the great philosophers, have said for ages, right? I mean, they're dead, so they stopped saying it, but we repeat them because we teach philosophy because it helps us ponder, right? Things that keep me calm sometimes.
Oh, there's Carlos Fish.
It's very
not Carlos Cricket, who's kind of quiet down now.
Nah, he's definitely chirping.
Carlos.
Yeah, but like,
cállate.
Okay, like you don't have a relatable villain. You just have a human who existed and did things. That's not heartwarming and heart touch. That's just sad that somebody who has the ability, to have empathy and for one person can't figure out how to have the ability to be reasonable with others.
Yeah. Your loved one is a gay trans furry. That is pretty weird and sad.
Here's the thing. I'm not gonna judge people for who and what they love because
me neither.
And I'm definitely not gonna kink shame.
Oh no.
But when somebody is driven to do something horrible when they could have actually just enjoyed and focused on doing good things in their life or enjoying their life or trying to live a better life with the people around them, it's heartbreaking. It's really sad.
Yeah. So if you're ever on top of a roof of a metropolitan building with a rifle and you don't have a badge on your person, guess what you are? Freaking scum. You're just the worst person in the world. You're literally a terrorist. Okay. Unless you have a badge, then you're probably a counter sniper and stay vigilant, I say. But it's just like that was the one time. Yeah, that's like as soon as he climbed up on top of the roof, I would say like if someone like caught him before he actually pulled the trigger, I would say he should be locked up forever. You know what I mean? Like he was guilty as soon as he climbed up on top of that roof with that rifle. But man, rough, terrible. Hopefully there's no more of.
Right.
Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Our thoughts and prayers out to your family. I really do hope that everyone kind of calms down with their rhetoric, mainly the left. I know it's destiny says that the right needs to calm down with their rhetoric, or turn down the temperature, whatever that dummy says. But honestly,
he's just trying. He just says things to provoke people. Like he just knows what triggers are, and he has no remorse for pushing people because he thinks it's funny. I don't know who hurt him. But having prayer vigils at all places and stuff. We actually went to one in Concord, in the state capital up here in New Hampshire. That was nice. That was nice. I was kind of free, and it's only like a 20-minute drive, and I went up there, and it was nice. I didn't film or nothing like that. I didn't have a puppet, but it was good. It's probably the respectful thing to do. Just be a goblin without a puppet on your arm.
No, I didn't. I thought about making it like a big thing and being like, I'd be like, "Hi, everybody! I'm at the Charlie Kirk vigil and blah 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 blah." You know, and make it all about me.
Yeah, I'm glad that you read the room.
And read the room, and everyone's just like, you know, it's just like, you know, saying prayers and saying their memories and all that stuff about that. And the last thing they want is a selfish goblin invading their space.
Well,
that was kind of like a, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a collective place to mourn, and
if there's one thing I'm not good at is a moment of silence.
We know.
So is Carlos. Shut up, Buta. Oh my goodness.
Well,
Carlos the cricket, everyone. Just
yeah, I think that's about gonna wrap us up. I think.
Yeah. Carlos is hungry. I need to feed the crickets. Or maybe I should deport them back to Mexico. But anyways, everyone, be nice on the interwebs. Be nice in real life, IRL, as the kids say, and you know, just be nice to others. Be nice to yourself. Just be nice in general.
Yeah, I mean, it's like what I say: look out for yourself, look out for others, be kind, because sometimes be kind because it's a good thing, and sometimes be kind because you don't know how many cameras, whether they're looking at you or that you don't know there, are going to pick up you, even if you're in the backdrop and you're just a kind of peripheral character, right? If something happens, somebody has a camera that can be focused on you, and then it'll spread all over the internet. And no matter what you did or how you think you acted in that moment, right? You'll be judged by a jury or peers, not in the court, but on social media, and that's worse, honestly.
Yeah. Perception is reality, but if you perceive everyone as evil,
it's gonna be
you are
a really terrible life.
Yeah, it's just gonna be bad.
Miserable.
You're just gonna be fighting your whole life. Just attack. You're just gonna be Don Quixote the whole time.
Yeah.
Just attacking windmills after
putting
windmills.
The donkey before the hoti.
Very much so. Anyways, man.
Yeah, it's a doozy.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking. I feel like my little heart is popped.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, what happened, Freddy?
Gator! What happened? Gator! Wake up! Wake up, Gator! Oh, buddy! This is the end of the con! We gotta go home! Gator! Wake up, man!